Hello everyone, this is Savior20061, and it's been kind of a while. I've been busy. We are heading into the end of the winter semester, March going into April in a couple weeks, and everything gets really insanely busy then. I'm probably not going to have a video for April, at least not until after the 22nd, assuming that I have read something by then, which I probably will have. The book I'm reviewing today is The Dew Breaker by Edwidge Danticat. And the story is fairly complex. It actually uses the perspectives of multiple different characters. The one thing they have in common is that they are all from the country of Haiti. A lot of them are like refugees, immigrants, and they are a lot of them were actually driven out by the Makuts, who are the Dew Breaker is actually just kind of a euphemism for the Makuts. I think that the reasoning is that their marching steps would actually shake the dew from the leaves or something like that. I had interpreted it to mean that they were kind of breaking the spirits of people, spirits that kind of sparkle like dew, but I don't think that was the actual interpretation. Some of the characters are one of the Makuts, like a former Makut. Can't remember his name offhand, but the story is essentially centered on him and his actions in the town of Haiti during one of its the regime of what's his face. He was a complete jerk and a moron, so it doesn't matter. He was a dictator. He used the Makuts, members of the National Volunteer Army, and he used them to basically torment the people, to oppress them, and eventually he was overthrown by rebel forces. And the book is essentially in an analysis on this man who was a Makut, who was a torturer, and how he has responded, how he has reacted to and come to grips with his actions in the past, and also how others have come to grips with his actions in the past, because most of the other characters, main characters, will have a relationship with him in some way, though obviously not necessarily a good one. It was actually a pretty good book. I was worried that I wasn't going to like it. That's the funny thing about books for your English classes. You think that you're not going to like them, but sometimes you do. And this one was a fairly good one. It ended up being like a finalist in the National Book Awards for the Circle Award. And overall, it's a fairly good book. You're going to feel sympathy for the characters, and you're going to be absorbed. You're going to want to know what happens next. It's everything that a good book should have. Edwidge, I can't even pronounce her name right. Danticat. She's written other books as well. Of course, I can't remember them offhand. I think one of them is called My Brother's Keeper. I would highly recommend researching this author. Her name is Edwidge Danticat, and just start looking into her books. It's good ethnic literature. Try to find out more about the people if you're interested in that kind of thing. So pick it up.